Hey, welcome back, Tribe. I'm Dr. Tammy L. Holmes, your host. Welcome to, or welcome back to Travel Vibes Tribes. It's the show where culture meets connection and purpose powers every journey. I'm a global educator, travel advisor, documentary filmmaker, and I know firsthand how transformative travel can be. But today we're zooming in on something that's often overlooked: the business behind the adventure. Today's episode, we are flipping the script. We're exploring the world, not just exploring the world, but we're exploring the travel business. Because behind every book flight and every hotel stay is a booming $1 trillion industry. And you can be a part of it. This is episode 3, is titled Booked and Banked: Travel Entrepreneurship and the Business of Exploring the World, for anyone who has thought, how do I turn my love for travel into a lifestyle and a legacy? Trust me, the travel industry isn't just alive, it's well, and it's booming. There's room at the table for you. So, whether you're a jet setter, a planner, a storyteller, or someone who loves helping others find unforgettable experiences, the travel industry offers genuine residual income and entrepreneurial freedom. Today, we'll show you how. Travel is big business, and welcome to the other side. The global travel and tourism industry is valued at over $9 trillion and employs nearly 1 in 10 people worldwide. From destination weddings to solo getaways, vacation family reunions, this is one of the most diverse and dynamic sectors you can tap into. Did you hear what I said? 9 plus trillion global industry projected in the next 10 years to grow to 15 trillion. 1 in 10 jobs linked to the travel industry, and a rise of travel advisors with luxury and group markets, just to name a few. And what's even more exciting, you no longer need to work for a major agency to get in. With today's digital tools, you can become a brand, a travel entrepreneur who builds, books, and earns. Joining us today is Cheryl Henderson, a successful travel advisor, travel agency owner, and entrepreneur who turned her passion into profit. Cheryl Henderson, she is a 1-star director in the top 1% of the company. She's a mother of 3 and a grandmother to 1. She works as an HR human resource leader. She loves to travel, loves helping others, and also is the 2023 and 2024 Fireball Award winners. She's a Gold Builder Plus and a member of the 40/40 Club. She resides in Houston, Texas, and she is my soror of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So welcome to the show, and thank you for being our first interview on TVT.
Thank you for having me.
Great. So we're just going to sit here and we're going to have a conversation and explore a little bit more about entrepreneurship. Booked and Banked is the name of today's show. So first, Cheryl, tell us about your journey and what inspired you to become a travel advisor or a travel agent owner.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for that question. I'm just going to be honest. I did not know that I wanted to do this until somebody put the opportunity in front of me, right? I'm somebody who loves to travel. Before coming into this opportunity, I was already globally traveling. I have been to places like Berlin, Budapest, Prague, Krakow, the normal stuff, Jamaica, Mexico. Those are places that, living in Texas, we go to often. But once someone put this opportunity in front of me, I said, you know what? It just makes sense, right? It makes sense to to get on the money making side of travel, right? Because I was already traveling for my pleasure, but now I travel for my paycheck.
Oh, wow. That's good. So, what does a typical day look like for a travel advisor, travel agent, or travel agency owner?
Yeah. Well, because I do this in my spare time, right? My 9 to 5, I'm an HR leader. Um, so I'm coaching people 9 to 5 during the day, but in my evenings, right? That's when I can take time to, really look at, places that I want to travel to or places that my clients want to travel to. So a typical day, I might get a text message or an inbox from a friend, a family member, or someone that's been referred to me. And, I'll look up where they want to go to. So recently, just this week, I have a couple of inquiries on places that someone wants to go. And, you know, honestly, yesterday morning, driving to my 9 to 5, I was talking to one of my sorority sisters, and she actually wants me to plan a trip for her to Italy, and she also wants to go to Greece, right? And so this weekend, I'll be looking up those trips for her, and I'll give her a couple of itineraries, some ideas of, here's a schedule during her 7 to 10 days that she wants to go, and I'll give her a couple of ideas. She'll say yes or no to the different places that she wants to go to, and then I'll quote it for her. I do this in my spare time because it's something that I'm passionate about. I was already looking up itineraries for myself before making this a business, but now I do it for other people. I also have a quote this weekend that I'll be doing for a young lady out of Georgia, actually Augusta, Georgia. So my clients are all over the world. They're not just here locally in Texas with me, but this young lady wants to go on a cruise and she wants to go on a Mexican Caribbean cruise. So I'll give her a couple of quotes. It's about 8 people that are going on this trip with her. And that's going to be some real nice money, a nice little commission check.
So, I'm glad you mentioned money. So, let's talk about what are your biggest, what do you deem the biggest misconceptions about making money in the travel industry?
Yeah, so the biggest misconceptions about travel, most people don't know that commissions are built into every travel booking there is. I did not know this until I became a travel business owner. Um, for many years until I came into this industry, I was what we consider an unpaid travel agent, right? I was the girlfriend, the soror, the cousin, the mom, the person who was booking all of the vacations. People would call me, what are we doing for spring break? What are we doing for the summer? Are we cooking Thanksgiving dinner? Or are we going somewhere for Thanksgiving, right? That was my role in the circle of trust, right? They trusted me to book our adventures. And so I was doing it for free. Free.com. Now people can go to my website, right? And I can get paid for all of these adventures that we're doing. And so people don't know that they can get paid for the trips that they're going to do anyway, that their friends are going to do. There's literally money sitting on the table. So when we go to someone else's.com, we're paying them commissions. But now, as the agency owner, people can go to me.com or you.com and they can get paid for hotels, vacation rentals, concerts, planes, trains, automobiles, anything within the travel and leisure space or entertainment space actually has commissions built into it. And so now I'm on the front end of those transactions to where I'm paid for everything literally that we do.
So, when you say you.com, it kind of elaborate. What do you mean by that? Going to
Yeah.
you.com.
Yeah.
So, where do most people go for their travel, or how does this industry work where you talk about the internet specifically?
Yeah, so I'm a part of a host agency, right? We've been in business for 30 plus years. And so, being a part of a home based host agency, I now am an independent advisor. And so, I have my own website. It's a turnkey business. And so, people can go to my website, which is worldofpearls dot intellitravel.com. They go to my website, they can literally book their travel there, or they can reach out to me and I can curate a travel experience for them that's built just for them. And so rather than going to Expedia.com or Travelocity.com, who are making commissions, right? People can go directly to my website, or if they're their own travel agency, they can have their own website where people can go to their website and book those same trips that they would book on any other internet website. We all actually, before coming into this opportunity, I had all the apps, all the things on my phone that I would go to book travel. Now I have my own app that is geared toward my business, that people go to my website and book travel. I can go to my own website and book my own travel and make commissions off of that.
So, what type of income can a travel business generate beyond commissions?
Yeah, wow. I would say so income beyond travel commissions, it's unlimited. Let me just say that it's unlimited income in this opportunity. And so not only do I make commissions off of travel bookings, I will say my very first travel booking after being in the business a very short time, my commission was $382 in less than an hour. 20 minutes. That was just purely sending a girlfriend to Cancun, right? I don't as a HR leader, I don't even make that in my day job. But shortly thereafter making that travel booking, someone asked me, they said, I want to do this too. How can I do this? And I was like, you know what? I don't know. Let me find out, because the person who brought me into the business didn't give me all the details. But being a self-driven person who likes money, I said, let me make this a lucrative opportunity. So I found out that not only as a travel business owner can I book your travel, but I can also have distribution sites all over the world and bring people into this opportunity. And so that's another way that I make money in this opportunity. I've been able to build a global team of over 100 individuals. And so not only do I make money on travel commissions, but I make money as a travel business owner. I like to call myself a travel wealth business owner because I help people build wealth in this travel space. And now, because I'm part of a marketing firm to market and distribute agencies all over the world, I make 8 additional streams of income in this opportunity just by helping others get their business started.
Oh, wow. That sounds interesting. So, I guess, how do you build a client or potential client's trust and loyalty in such a competitive market, and especially when you're talking about me.com, you.com, in an
Yeah.
online, very dominant society?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. So, building trust with my clients um, in this competitive market, it's not easy, right? I think part of it is showing that your brand is tried and true, right? It's having that feedback from past clients that refer clients to you, but it starts with being responsive, right? It starts with when someone reaches out to me and says, can you book my trip? It's being responsive, responding to them in a timely manner to let them know that that's the kind of service they're going to get from me throughout the experience. It's letting them know that number one, I have the best price guarantee. Right? If they book trips on my website or through my portal, they are going to get the best price. I can meet or beat anybody's price. And so, in showing them that, as well, curating that experience. I give trips, people will come to you and they'll say, I want a cheap trip. And I like to let them know up front, this is not cheaptravel.com. No, I'm going to curate an experience. I like to say, I make travel dreams come true. That is actually my tagline. And so I let them know that I'm going to find you an experience so where you come back with memories, not going on a trip and you go into a hotel that has bed bugs or anything like that. No, I'm going to give you an experience that you can remember at the best value. So I do trips of value.
That's good. That's really
Yeah.
good. Um, I guess in this travel industry, have you found a particular niche that best suits your brand? So I know from just past experience, you could be perhaps luxury travel, group
Mhm.
travel, maybe solo or wellness travel, a
Yeah.
particular destination that you specialize in, or even adventure travel. So
Mm.
I hear oftentimes you should find your niche, or how do you niche the niche?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. The niche, right? I'm going to be honest. Coming into this, I did not know I needed a niche. And so I was all over the place. I was Ghana certified, this certified, because we have certifications. We literally teach you how to be an expert in anything. And so I will say that I've finally found my niche. And so my niche is cruises and groups. That is what I'm best at. That's my bread and butter, because I like people. And so I want to bring people together. And when you give people those group experiences, because let's be honest, when you're putting together a family reunion and you have tons of people, or you have your sorority or your gentlemen's group or whatever it might be, your church group, somebody needs to be that Pied Piper that kind of says, okay, we're going to take people along this journey. And then you need someone to help you take all those personalities and be able to bundle them. And so groups is my specialty. Cruises are my specialty. I love the water. That's where I'm happiest. I tell people being out there in the ocean, that's like heaven on earth for me. And so I want to give people the kind of experiences that I've had on cruises.
Okay. All right. So we live in a very technology dominant, specifically media dominant, social media dominant kind of society. So, what role does social media play in growing your business and your brand?
That's an awesome question. Social media plays a huge role in not just growing the business, but growing my brand, right? And so, because we're in over 20 countries, I'm able to tap into not just only clients, but potential business partners that would like to start this opportunity. Um, since joining this opportunity and starting this business, I've been able to bring on new business partners because of social media, because they're watching my brand, they're watching my Facebook, they're watching my TikTok, and they're tapping into my inbox and they're asking, one particular young lady asked, she said, I see you moving around, and this is someone that I know. She said, what are you doing? I want to know more. And she since joined the business because she said, yeah, this makes sense for me too. um, People are joining me. They'll tag me in certain posts because people will say they're looking for travel agents. So my friends and family, they tag me in post. And then I'm able to jump in those individuals' inboxes and say, hey, I'm a travel agent. I can help you book this trip. Can I talk to you? So you take those conversations offline. I'm able to be anywhere at any time in the world because of this business and social media. Um, Branding is paramount anytime you have an online business. My business is an online business. I We like to say it's not a home-based business, but necessarily a roam-based business. Anywhere your phone, your tablet, your computer will roam. I've actually booked trips while I'm sitting on my balcony on a cruise for other people.
So, where there's Wi Fi sustainability.
Wi-Fi wages is what I like to call it. Wi-Fi wages.
That's really good. All right. So, what would you say is your most significant win in this, or perhaps your most significant travel moment um, that you're reminded in that you're just in the right business?
Oh, wow. That's an awesome. So I'm going to tell you I have a couple of significant wins, but I want to touch on two of them. So one significant win was last year when I made one-star director in this opportunity. Never, ever have I ever thought that I could do something that paramount. I did not come into this opportunity to build a team. I didn't know that I could build a team. But having 100 individuals or over 100 individuals that frankly I didn't even know coming into this business, who trusted me to say, I want to make money. I want to travel more. I want to save money on my travel, make money. All those things, trust me, and me become a one-star director, which afforded me the opportunity to now have a legacy business where if something were to happen to me, my kids, as a single mom, that is important to me that my kids are taken care of after my death. And so Mr. Bradley put what we call the Planet Pledge in place, to where if something happens to me, this business goes to my kids. I can will this business, and all of the streams, the 8 streams of income that I get, residual and leverage income, is going to go to them after my death. But what also let me know, aside from that, that I was in the right place. One trip that I took last year was, we have an annual event that's called Eagle Weekend. It's where you're flying with the Eagles, the top income earners in the business. Mr. Donald Bradley, our founder and CEO, who's the visionary behind this home-based business, this turnkey business. He does Eagle Weekend every year. We went to Tulum, which was a luxury resort. And so I got to sit hand in hand in the space with millionaires, people who are, they say your net worth is your network, right? And so my network, because of this business opportunity, has expanded, right? When you're with people who see the vision, who see money, they're going to open up your mind and help you explore more opportunities, right? And so I've seen, because of events like Eagle Weekend, I've seen myself grow and want more. Before coming into this opportunity, I was already making a very hefty paycheck. But because of this opportunity, now that paycheck is, even more. I see myself growing in different places and spaces because of this opportunity. And so I'd say those are significant events that let me know that I'm in the right place at the right time.
That's good. That's really good. What advice would you offer someone who loves to travel, but maybe not really sure about how to turn their passion or how to turn their purpose into a paycheck or a business?
Wow, that's a good question. You know, um, for the avid traveler, someone who's already out there, doing big things in the travel space on their own, I would say, um, step out on faith, right? Because that's what I did. I did not know I needed this business until I needed this business, right? Before I got into this opportunity, I actually had a friend called me up one day and he said, "Hey, we're going to start a business together. We're about to make some money." And I was like, okay. I didn't know what I didn't know about this business until, I just stepped out on faith. I never saw a video, a presentation. He just said, we're going to make some money. I trusted him, and opened up my travel business for a mere $200 investment. I actually was in profit mode just weeks later. And it's because of this business that during a time when I was laid off from my corporate America job, this business actually sustained my family's income. And so I would say, build your ark before the storm comes. Put yourself on the money making side of something you're already doing. Um, you know, this opportunity will allow you to not just travel, the world, in style, but travel like a rock star, travel like an insider, right? You can't get a better price than the owner of anything. So own your passion. Put yourself on the money making side of travel.
That's good. You know, I just want to thank you, number one, for joining us today in
Yeah.
this episode 3 of Booked and Banked. And I wanted to just ask you, is there anything that you would like to share or add, or any comment, anything that you would like to leave with our travel vibes and tribes audience, or to anyone who might be considering or pondering what you just said, or following their passion and their dream, or who loves to travel, or an expert traveler, or someone who has their first dream desire to travel?
Yeah. I will say travel is life. In this opportunity, you can actually design your ideal life of travel. I did not know what I did not know about travel until I got into this space. And there's so many corners of this world to tap into. I, if you're somebody who likes to travel, make travel your paycheck, right? Get paid on what you're doing already, get paid on what everybody's doing. If you're somebody who doesn't even like to travel, guess what? The airport's never empty. So get in front of those transactions, right? And find out, where do people want to go so you can send them there. In this economy, and it's changing day by day, we all need something to supplement our income. And I will say again, um, I didn't know what I didn't know about this industry. And I didn't know that last year, February 20th, 2024 to be exact, I didn't know that I was going to be laid off, right? And so I was so thankful that this opportunity was put in front of me. And Mr. Bradley, our founder and CEO, said he made this opportunity so that ordinary people like you and I can make extraordinary money. And that's what I'm doing now, making extraordinary money in my spare time. So if that's somebody like you, get in touch with us so that you can make some extraordinary money in your spare time.
I would like to thank Cheryl Henderson, my soror, my coach, my friend, for telling her story. Your story definitely proves that this travel industry, it's a movement. It's not just,
it's a whole vibe.
It's a whole vibe. Thank you. And it's about momentum, opportunity, and also building a life that you love. So thank you for being our first guest here on episode 3. A lot of nuggets, a lot of jewels, some wisdom, and it seems like the best is yet to come for you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Travel entrepreneurship has many forms, including digital nomads, travel content creators, destination planners, retreat hosts, group trip curators, and even travel clubs. There's room for everyone, and the income potential is real. So, I say find your niche, build your tribe, turn your passion into purpose and profit. Here at Tammy's table, as you know, the bottom line, here's the truth. The world needs more people who don't just consume travel, but create, share, and monetize it with integrity. Whether booking trips for others or building cultural bridges through your platform, you are part of something powerful. So here's our call to action for this episode. If you're curious, research what it takes to become a certified advisor, or drop a comment and I'll get back to you. If you're already traveling, start documenting your journey. Someone needs your insight. And if you've got skills, start building your brand and let your tribe find you. Tag us at hashtag Booked and Bank. Share how you're turning your travel vibes into a business tribe. And this has just been an inspiring episode. From the numbers to the narratives, we've seen how travel isn't just a passion. It's a powerful path to purpose, profit, and people. If today's episode sparked something in you, whether it's curiosity about becoming a travel advisor or realizing that your next adventure could be a business, you're already on your way. And you've got this. You've got me. And guess what? You've got us too. So start your travel biz journey. Connect with a coach and a mentor. Share your why with us at hashtag Travel Vibes Tribes. Hashtag TVT. We believe that the travel, it transforms not just the places that we visit, but it transforms our lives. So whether building a business or planning your first passport stamp or dreaming up a retreat, you belong in this community. And we are so glad that you are here. Travel isn't just about where you go, it's about who you become along the way. So at TVT, Travel Vibes Tribes, explore, connect, grow, subscribe, join the tribe. And as always, can you feel it? Do you feel the vibe? If so, join the tribe and subscribe. Keep the travel vibes alive. Keep your tribe growing and never stop exploring. I'll see you on the next journey, episode 4. Well, we'll be on destinations. Summertime is approaching and summer travel is coming. So with that being said, in the meantime, grace and peace. Ciao, ciao. Bon voyage. Shalom.